Okay. Hey. Um, I wanted to do a stream thing for my YouTube channel, for this YouTube channel, and I I didn't want to do nothing, as in like I wanted to be able to do something, um, as in like something that I could start, because I feel like I'm doing a lot of things um, that kind of take time, that have their own time to take. I don't know, and I rather also be doing something like this as well, like that I can just start and kind of doing it as best I can isn't really the point. The point is uh, to do something, something interesting, something fun. Um, so I wanted to just learn about colors, and that's really as far as it goes. The YouTube stream right now isn't showing anything. Um, Here, I'm gonna fix that. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Oh yeah, and also I'm not really telling anybody that I'm doing this. I mean, I left a message in the Discord, but I'm not really like making a point to tell everybody. Um, and that's because like I wanted to do something that wasn't so uh grand, something that's a bit more, normal, I guess. Just learning about colors. Oh, and the reason I'm streaming it is because I think that's be something fun, something that I could share my interest in learning colors. But is a stream the best way to do it? I don't know. And I'm not exactly interested in finding the answer to that question. Window capture. I haven't used Streamlabs that much yet, so I'm having to figure it out. Well, thanks, Funny Monkey. You can certainly come along for the ride. I don't know if you've heard everything I said. I could start over, as in like I could tell you what I said. Um, but yeah, I'm not really used to OBS. Okay, now you guys are seeing something. Oh, okay. Well, you have all the important information then. Um, yeah, I wanted to the thing that, because I always wanted to learn about colors, right? I remember I checked out a book from the library that talked about colors, but I never really delved into it as much as I wanted to. So, like when you think about learning about colors, you don't really know where to start. because there's so much to learn. Like here, I just did like 5 minutes of searching, and then I found something that I literally never seen before. Like, it doesn't mean anything to you, doesn't mean anything to me either. I don't know what it's saying. Apparently, the municipal color system is invented by a Japanese company. That's pretty much all I know. Or is it used by a Japanese company? Or I don't really know. But the thing is, what I'm really interested in concerning colors is what is it? The context of the colors themselves. You know, it's not really about the classification of the colors, like the way, like what you see here. Um, as in, like, what's the significance of the color? What does it mean to people in the past? What does it mean to people now? You know. Um, I have like very. I have really like. I would say like cursory knowledge of colors and what they mean, but I don't really know as much. And rather than just, going off about what I know, I rather just start learning. There's a Wikipedia article for red, like just red. But this is pretty long. It is pretty long. I could read the whole thing, but I mean, what am I really learning about red at that point, you know? Warning and danger, I think that's pretty clear. The colors that attract. Really, I think something I would get from this article is that it would be a place to lead me somewhere where I could learn more about colors. But, and I feel like that's something that I could do. Like, not really learn about the color names themselves, but use this time to find resources where I could actually learn as much as I want to. But here, this is just shades of red. I think I just start here. I'm just gonna read here. It's just me, so if you're looking for some kind of humor or witty banter or chemistry between hosts, you're not gonna find that right now. I'm just gonna read the article. Oh, I didn't tell you. The reason I wanted to, the thing that made me think about this again is because I was listening to this album. It's like a punk rock, pop punk album, and the first line goes like this.
Like nothing I've seen, the shade of your eyes, they're so Kelly green.
That's the first line. And if you look up Kelly Green, you can actually find somebody. Don't pay attention to what you're looking at. You can actually find somebody that's called Kelly Green. You can actually find somebody that's called Kelly Green. Yeah. I guess I could just read this stub. I'll just read this stub first. Red. Red is the color at the long wavelength. Oh yeah, wavelengths. Never mind. Red is the color at the long wavelength end of the visible spectrum of light, next to orange opposite violet. It has dominant wavelengths of approximately between 604 and 700. dominant wavelengths are ways of characterizing any light mixture in terms of the monochromatic spectral light that evokes an identical perception of hue. I guess I have to look into that then. Because I don't really get what it's trying to say, even though there's this graph right here. Dominant wavelengths, wave point, contemporary wavelengths. Also, I wonder if it's coming up on stream. Is it visible? I'm gonna guess that you guys can see it. For the white point indicated, the dominant wavelength for X is on the nearer parameter around 600 nanometers. Oh, complementary, not contemporary. I don't get it. So is there a... If there's a dominant wavelength, maybe there's a, you know, a subservient wavelength. Question mark? White point. So this is what we're able to see in all wave. Like, this is a graph. YX? What does it mean? I know, like, Y and X are probably parameters of the wave. The white point is a set of this tryst. Hold on a second.
Tristimulus.
Tristimulus is a set of tristimulus values of chromaticity? That's such a strange... Okay, I'm gonna have to keep Google Translate open.
Chromaticity.
In English, it's chromaticity, but in Japanese, it's just...
色度。
Chromaticity coordinates that serve to define the color white. Okay. Depending on the application, different definitions of white are needed to give acceptable results. Incandescent lights. So this is a diagram for chromaticity. Oh yeah, that's basically what they were getting into about different kinds of white. So basically what I'm getting from this is that all of this is what I want to know about. And that little triangle at the bottom right is basically what I would consider red. But they're saying that red is only between 600 and 700. Still don't know what the little dots on the bottom are. It's interesting to see how our interpretations of color has evolved over time, but again, this doesn't mean much to me at the moment. It's the primary color in the RGB model and the CMYK model, cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, used for printing, and is a contemporary color of cyan. Reds range from the brilliant yellow tinged scarlet and vermilion to bluish red, crimson, and vary in shade from the pale red pink to the dark red burgundy. That's it? That's the whole article? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let me just keep going. I was gonna give an explanation, demonstration of some kind, but I wanted to set it up like that. Set it up so I wanted to set it up so that I can mess with colors on stream, but the applications that I use to paint don't really do that for me. Okay. Okay, so basically what it's saying is that, oops, let me, red is the opposite of cyan. So if I just do this, that's pretty much red. And if I invert the colors, that's cyan. That's, I mean, contemporary. That's what they said. Yeah, so that's basically my understanding of what that means. Hold on a second. Okay. Red pigment made from ochre. I really am gonna have to make a list of things to look into. I can't really do that all in one stream, or else I'll just be all over the place. It was one of the first colors used in prehistoric art. The ancient Egyptians and Mayans colored their faces red in ceremonies. Roman generals had their bodies colored red to celebrate victories. It was also an important color in China, where it was used to color early pottery and later the gates and walls of palaces. In the Renaissance, the brilliant red costumes for the nobility and wealthy were dyed with kerms of coquino? Coquino. Kerms? Okay. So basically dyed with dried up insects. Kerms dye red derived from. This goes pretty far back. Usually when you think of old paint, people think of berries or plants or whatever, but dead insects, that's new. The 19th century brought the introduction of the first synthetic red dyes, which replaced traditional dyes. Red became symbolic with a symbolic color of communism. That's important to know. Soviet Russia adopted a flag, a red flag, following the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917, later followed by China, Vietnam, and other communist countries. Since red is the color of blood, it has been historically associated with sacrifice, danger, and courage. Modern surveys in Europe and the United States show red is the color most commonly associated with heat, activity, passion, sexuality, anger, love, and joy. In China, India, and many other Asian countries, it is a color symbolizing happiness and good fortune. Source. The source is French. Well, I guess that's a pretty good summation of what red is. Kerms. Also, what is it? I was thinking of maybe doing a color tier list of all the colors. I know that'd be pretty monumental task, but it is doable. I could just stop here. Yeah. You know, I think I made my statement. My statement of basically, yeah. I'm just going to get started on something, however small it might be. Okay. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen in the next episode of this series, but I will find out. I will certainly find out. This isn't the book club, so I can't tell you to read more books. It's not the after show. It's not the Alan show. It's just a stream. Just a stream. Okay, that's the end of the stream.